Marker without remorse review, guys. Action. What's going on, guys? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan 680.
I'm Angela, that cat at the end.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. This is Tom Clancy's Without Remorse movie review. Ladies and gentlemen, tells a story of a person named John Clark, a Navy SEAL who avenges his wife, his rest in peace wife, and finds out some other details that is unrevealing, guys. Let's get right to it. Stay tuned for our review, guys. Hope you're ready for this. What's going on, everybody? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan 680.
I'm Angela, that cat at the end.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys. You bring the movie world right into your ears, devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it, Angela. Let's talk about Without Remorse, which right off the bat, that casting, the lead cast, of course, we know Michael B. Jordan. We're ready, high heels for it. We're just like, I'm tense, ready for this film. We did not see it. Did you see a trailer for this?
No, I didn't.
Okay, yeah. So I did not see a trailer for this. For this movie, so I was already going in with like no idea. Really, I didn't even read the synopsis. We went ahead and was like, you know what? I'm not gonna look up the synopsis. I'm just gonna, the screener's available. Cool, that's awesome. Let me just request it. I'm not gonna read up on it, even though they sent me all the stuff. I'm not gonna read up on it. All I saw was the actual poster, ladies and gentlemen. And really, that's all you need to see right there. I mean, it just shows what kind of movie it's going to be. It's a Tom Clancy film. So that's all I'm going to say there. Everyone knows what type of film that he really makes and everything, because it's off the books. Jake Ryan, all that. It comes out to one of those situations there. But yeah, I'll say that. What did you think of this?
I mean, I agree with you. I didn't see any trailer, didn't read any synopsis, so I really didn't go or have any idea of what we were gonna watch, but you get a pretty good idea of what the theme is about in the first 5 to 10 minutes. The first scene, it's obviously a military movie. For sure. Definitely dips into like the government side or like the politics of the military.
Yes.
I definitely enjoy films like that. Not so much war movies or anything like that, but just where it has like that secret conspiracy.
Yeah, and that's when it comes down to it. Michael B. Jordan, I feel like, okay, so of a strong character, a strong person he really is on screen. Super strong. I mean, we know him from Black Panther, Creed. They're making Creed 2 at the moment. Fruitvale Station, strong performance there. This was a movie where he plays John Clark. In a sense, I feel like anyone could have played this character. I liked him for it, but at the same time, I was just like, anyone could have played this. Like, I feel like he didn't reach his high potential when he normally does. I would say this is like his performances here, but not on his part, though. I feel like it was just a story. The story kind of went off the grid a little bit. We noticed that and throughout the movie.
Yeah, it starts off with the plot, and this is the direction that's going to go. But then I feel like I agree with you. Halfway through, I think it kind of starts losing the finer details of the plot, and it just kind of relies on those action sequences. Yeah, which are great.
A lot of action sequences, but there was no physical fights. It was more gunfights in here, which is okay. It just, I don't know. I like both. I like the mix.
I mean, you get some, like that one scene where he's in the cell and he goes up against essentially SWAT prison members. Yeah. So it's not too, like, I know what you're saying. It's not enough. You like a balance of both. For me, it was more like, I feel like the film relied too much on those actions to keep people entertained. Yeah, to keep people entertained, interested. And I think I found myself halfway through thinking, like, what's the point of this again? Like, what are they doing, or who are they fighting, and why?
You just question, like, well, is the story the same? Is everything the same and all that? And that's the thing, is it's just like a movie not supposed to make you do that. It's supposed to make you question about in a sense to where, like, where is this story going? It kind of loses track of it. I feel like it loses momentum and everything. So again, it's just, you're not supposed to question it that way. But I feel like this was like kind of movie.
I agree. It was pretty, I would say, I know you had mentioned anyone can play this part. Yeah. I really liked Michael B. Jordan playing this part. I think he brought up the film as a whole. Because he did a really good job. Yeah. But I agree with you. I think for sure he could be used for so much better.
Yeah, for sure.
He has so much potential. He is proven to be such a great actor. Mm-hmm. And I agree with you. Like, it could be a role for anybody. Yeah. But I really do think Michael B. Jordan in this role, it was very good. Like, he did a really good job.
No, yeah, again, I go back to my original statement. I felt like you could have reached another potential level. We didn't really try to hit those dramatic moments, which didn't succeed very well for me. It just felt very rushed because he didn't give us any development. To a sense, it felt like they were trying to give us character development with John Kelly, but it didn't make sense. It made sense to me, but on paper it made sense to me because this is what happened. They murdered his wife. Okay, then he does this, then he does that, and then he becomes this person. Okay, but it just kind of doesn't flow right in that sense. It doesn't flow right as far as the movie goes.
For me, it's more like it doesn't make sense of like, okay, you're right, his wife is murdered. Obviously he goes through the expected emotions of anger and grief, but I feel like it doesn't close. Like the movie ends and kind of like has a nice little bow and it's kind of closed out. But I feel like you say, because his character wasn't developed enough. Yeah. Like I don't know where he was at the end. Like is he at peace? You know, like we kind of see where what's his next, you know, in his life, but it's really open-ended, and I didn't like that for this. I like open-ended films, but not for this one. I don't know.
Hey, it leaves the film open for more sequels and whatnot. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm excited to see Michael B. Jordan on another role. It's just I wish it was something more, just I don't know. Just more better, I guess, in a sense. But I was happy to see him in here. I'm gonna say that I was happy to see. I was excited because that's really if you're watching it because of Michael B. Jordan, watch it because I guarantee you're gonna enjoy it because of his acting skills, because of what presence he brings on screen, and I love that so much about it. So I'll say that. Was this a film that we deserved?
Well,
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say yes and no. I mean, I'm all for.
That brings me like
conspiracy, like questioning.
But movies. It doesn't even go to a big conspiracy. That's my major thing. It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's not like a full blown levels of government. It's maybe it's just pinpointed to like one person that works in the government. Yeah, it's like I said, it could have like misleading. It's all the way back to the story wasn't all the way there.
Yeah, again, it just feels like we're missing part of the story, or it's not thought out a lot. It doesn't feel like the story succeeds a lot. It doesn't even when you find out who the culprit is or who the evil person is and whatnot. It just doesn't exceed very well. It doesn't execute very well. Guy Pearce is in this movie, ladies and gentlemen, and
I love him.
Yeah, Guy Pearce, he's a good actor, man. But his movie, I feel like that could have been played by somebody else. Again, goes back to my original statement. So
I mean, I like the cast. I mean, we recognize a lot of faces on there. But again, I agree with you. It was just more of like it's on the level of the writing and the way that the story was supposed to be wrought out. I think all the actors, like I like Jamie Bell. Mm-hmm. I think he does really good. I think he, I've seen him in a lot of other films, and I really like that actor too. I think he did very well, especially like in the certain parts where. They try and frame him in a certain light. So I think he does really good in like a negative light. I feel like a lot of movies he plays like the villain in a sense. Yeah. And I think he does really good in that. Yeah. But again, I agree with you. It's just more of the problem with the story.
Yeah. I feel like with Jamie Bell in there, it's funny because I did not recognize when I actually saw him on screen. I was all like, "Oh snap, that's the same guy from Jumper." Remember the other guy? Yeah, that's the same guy from Jumper.
I recognized him. Like I saw him on the side, and I was like, I recognize Jamie Bell. So I like him.
Now let's go to ratings. Ratings 1 out of 10. 10 being the highest. Angela, what are you gonna give this rating?
5.
I was about to go the same way. All right, we're on the same boat there. 5. I mean, it's funny because we mentioned 2 different sides to this film, and you like certain things while I dislike them, but it still ends up being a whole score, average score of 5. So
and
that's pretty funny.
I think we had mentioned like if this could have been played by other actors. If this was played by other actors that I didn't know, I probably would have given it a lower rating. But because I like Michael B. Jordan, I think he did good. Yeah, I like Jamie Bell. I like Guy Pearce. Mm-hmm. I like the cast, and so I think they did very well in their roles, so that's why I give it a 5.
This is definitely a man popcorn type of film. It really is going to get it's going to get the guys' butts in the seats here, and I feel like even watching it at home, because obviously it's coming out on Prime, ladies and gentlemen. So this is really going to be good to watch.
And we actually made popcorn while watching.
Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't you? Duh! Don't you? Everybody makes everyone makes popcorn.
I feel like those action sequences, I like it. If the more actiony it is,
it's
the faster that I eat popcorn.
It's like the Meg. It's a popcorn movie. It's not, doesn't make sense, but it's supposed to make sense. Duh. But yeah, all right, guys. Alamo City Movie Talk does recommend this movie. If you have not already, be sure to check this out on Amazon Prime, ladies and gentlemen. It will be available. And yeah, we really encourage everyone to watch. Who's a Michael B. Jordan fan, who's your action sequence fan, you're going to be watching this movie. All right, guys. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you like a review. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D., aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Have a good one. Check y'all later. Peace.